I gotta slow down. Holy crap. I realized that I'm doing 80 already. Oh, I thought that was a cop behind me. I was like, wow, that was quick. I just did what that woman did. I'm a hypocrite. God dang it, hypocrite. Speaking of hypocrisy, so Yammy Noob and I squashed the beef. I know how much you guys enjoyed my beef video and insulting others for fun. I know, internet bullying, blah, blah, blah. I know how you guys get off to that stuff. That's why I did it. I know you guys liked it, and it was funny, and he was a dick, and I was a dick too, because I may have made t-shirts that said RIP Yammy on them. May or may not accepting fault right now. But he came into a live stream, which was pretty ballsy of him, considering that everyone in there was pretty biased against him. Like, I gotta give him that. That was pretty ballsy to do. Like, he basically went into the lion's den, where there was me, who just made a trash talking video. Jake eventually showed up because he was with family. He didn't even know what was going on. Shade Tree Surgeon was a total... If you guys don't know who Shade Tree is, by the way, he's the most intellectual person I've ever met with a split tongue. He's like Bad Santa if Bad Santa knew how to read. But he was an unbiased moderator, asked the important questions. You know, we kind of hashed it out. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that we're like best friends and that it never happened and that I didn't say the shit that I said. I stand 100% by what I said at the time because I meant it. And I'm not one to take back words. Very rarely will I take back what I said. So that's a thing. But I have to say, I've got a little bit more respect for him now because he came into the chat, he explained himself, and kind of laid it all on the table, and we worked it out. So unless something really weird happens, I won't be making any more shit-talking videos regarding him or the situation, and I'm not going to throw any more subtle shots. I think what I've done is done, and I think what I've said has been said, and I think we can all just forget it and move on. I feel like I should bring up the shirts because as soon as they end sale, I'm not going to make them available again. So this is the last time that they're going to be available, the RIP Yammy shirts. And I told them that I'm not taking them down, but this will be the last time that they air, just because I've already collected a little bit of money from them, and that money is going to literally go to I'm going to donate it to charity. It's not much. I think it's because the shirts are so cheap. They're only 12 bucks. I think I made maybe 80 cents a shirt. I'm not even joking. Out of the 40 that I've sold, I think maybe I've made $25 or $30 worth of profit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to match it like 4 times as much. So I'll donate a little bit of money, of my own money, to a probably some sort of cancer foundation or you know, something along those lines. And I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick by my word on that because that's only fair. Well, dudes, and that one chick who watches my videos, it's not my girlfriend, I have to say I'm pretty pleased as punch with this decision. I know a lot of people are upset to watch me move away from Honda, and it's not anything really that personal. It's just that I've had my fill, and I've had my 1K for so long. I think that's the longest I've ever had a sport bike. I really think it is. Usually I either sell them or total them way before then. These kids were the ones checking out my bike at the store just a second ago. But I've had my Hondas for so long that I'm just looking for new stuff, man. I like to try out things. I had an R6 for such a short amount of time. I think I had the R6 a total of 2 weeks before I totaled that. So I feel like whenever someone asks me about my opinion on Yamahas, I'm like, well, you know, I don't know. But yeah, so back to the subject. Yammy and I, we squashed our beef. Between him and I, anyway. I don't know about him and Jake, but him and I, as far as I'm concerned, I've got nothing more to say about the subject other than that it's El Dunarino. The thing is that I know a lot of people think that the drama is just for like views or money or whatever, and I knew that it was going to be the other way around for my channel. It's people on YouTube for motorcycles don't care about the drama. They like to see me tinker on bikes or breaking things in my garage or doing wheelies and flipping people off, you know. I know how that goes, and I knew that it wasn't gonna be a popular video before I uploaded it. I just did it out of spite, you know. But the people who watched it were like, oh, this beef, I fucking love drama. I watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Little People Are People Too, or whatever that show is about the midget Kardashians. I don't really know. But shit did get spicy there for a little bit. I guess a lot of people called me like a savage or something, or like saying that I don't have much of a chill filter. I guess I don't know. Holy fuck. God damn, this thing just goes. I think it's pretty safe to say that it's probably faster than the Honda is. The Honda was more mid-range, and this is more what feels like top end. or like the higher the RPMs are, the better this bike seems to handle. Whereas like the CBR's sweet spot was like 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. But what do I know, man? This is my first time ever really riding a Kawasaki. As a matter of fact, this is my first time, I think, ever riding a Kawasaki. So for all those people who really enjoyed the beef video, I don't see myself doing videos like that very often. It seems like in first gear, I have to like really pin the throttle and then first to kind of come up on its own. Maybe someone can tell me otherwise. So yeah, I'm probably gonna keep my nose out of talking shit out of people for a while. Not because I'm disappointed with the way things went. As a matter of fact, I still think my video was pretty funny, but I think that we can just kind of look at it now in like a jesting kind of way. He said he had a video idea where he was gonna be like a day in the life of Dan. I don't know if this was before or after the whole beef thing started, but he was gonna do a day in the life with Dan where basically he tries to like get some shit off the top counter and he can't reach it, and just a whole bunch of funny shit. And I was like, dude, I will feature that video on my channel if you make it, because that sounds funny as fuck. But I think the issue that he ran into was with his parody video with the build series, is that he didn't really make any attempt to contact us before it and be like, hey, this is a joke. And you know, it shouldn't have to be like that, where you have to contact someone and say, hey dude, I'm gonna make a joke video about you, so don't get all butthurt about it. But at the same time, you know, out of context, out of nowhere, you know, with no prior knowledge of the person, it does seem kind of douchey. Have you ever sent a text message, you're like, oh yeah, this is funny as shit, and then read it back later and been like, oh, I see why I sounded like an asshole. I get that sometimes, I totally do. So I think in fairness of jousting with each other on the internet, it's probably a good idea. If you're gonna make jokes, you just gotta kind of clarify, like, hey, this is a joke, don't get all butthurt about it. And that's the end of that, dude. I'm gonna drop it here. This is the end of that. That sounded good. Okay, second just comes right the fuck up. Check this place out. It's all nice and clean. I know everyone was bitching about how like the quality of the garage is so disgusting because I was working on the bike, but yeah, whatever. Well, you're home. Be prepared to have the shit beat out of you on a daily basis.